Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these super beautiful seed papers. These are for planting in your garden and you can give them to people and they're a little bit more nicer looking and sustainable. All the things you need, it's really simple. We're just going to use some newspaper, like here's some old newspaper that you don't need anymore, and some seeds. I have some wildflower seeds here because I think they look so beautiful. And yeah, this is the packaging. These are especially for bees because we love our little bee friends, and some scissors as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shred this paper into small pieces. And the thing I'm going to consider while doing that is looking for colors. So I want to make a batch of more like purplish, pinkish, and also a batch of more like darker and light gray as well as blue. And so I'm just going to snip them into some bowls and try to divide them. You can see here, these are more like lighter gray, more text-based pieces of the newspaper, so we have less color in here. And yeah, I'm just going to snip that away, so we have small pieces to put them in the blender later. And these are the final products. This is more like the pink hue. You can see I try to look for a lot of red and like purple and pink tones, so it can make more like a pinkish card. And this one is the blue batch. You can see more blues. And this one should be a lighter gray, but this turned out kind of blue as well. You will see in the end. It's so funny. And the last thing we'll need is a frame, or maybe like something along those lines, and something to strain the paper through. You will see later how this works. Put this around and measure how much you will need and cut it, and then you will stick it on it. I used some hot glue, super easy. You see, this thing is DIY, but it works perfectly. Now you're going to use your super fancy pieces of paper and put them in the blender. And be careful not to push or to put too much in there, because it will get a little bit hard for the blender to blend up. You will see. If your blender is really strong, it will work. If it's like crap, so be careful that it could get stuck and get too hot. And you will just blend this thing up with a good heap of water. It doesn't really matter how much water, because we will add a lot more water later as well. Wow, water! What is up with my English today? You will also need this tray here, or like kind of, no, not this tray, kind of a tray like this. Put in some water. I spilled the whole thing. Lucky me. Yes, there you have it. And now you're going to just add in your super disgusting looking scraps of paper mixed with water. But you will see, it will turn out really nice. This is a really dark color now, but you see this is kind of what happened with the reds and the purples and the pinks. It got to like a lilac color. And you can see later, if it dries, it will get to a super pretty, light, kind of grayish lilac color, yeah. So I'm happy with that. You just have to consider that it will get a lot lighter than this. And now the seeds, I just sifted them through my little handy thing I made here. It has a double, and you can see it's not just one use for just making paper, it's also really good for if you want to sift something. And this, I just wanted to get the little pieces here because the bigger ones are too big for the seed papers and they will just like get really ugly bumps in the paper. So we don't want that. Let's use the little pieces. I cannot speak English today, I'm so sorry. Anyways, going on, or moving along. We are going to take our little frame. And I need something to put the paper on later to dry, so get something like a little cutting board, or I used also things that we deck the table with that are made from plastic, or something that can get wet. And yeah, I just sprinkled in some seeds, and then you want to just push and wiggle this mixture on top of your little sifter you made. And then yeah, just wait for the water to drop down so you don't have so much water. You will see it's good to really try to get as much water out of there as possible, because it will take ages to dry the other way around. And yeah, next up we have to transfer this little piece of paper onto our cutting board or our surface. And you will have to be pretty careful here so you don't scrunch it. One method is just to put it on top and then to switch it right away, like this. Yes, very good. And then you take something like a towel or maybe a sponge to absorb the remaining moisture so it dries quicker, and also to flatten the whole surface. This is easier. Really get all the moisture out of there. And next step is really easy, just wait and let it dry. It will get a lot drier quicker in the sun, or if you put it on top of a warm oven or something, but it will also work in just normal plain air in your room. Yeah, and also it depends on the thickness of your paper. This is the second batch I made. This is made from more like bluish, greenish and yellow pieces of newspaper, and you can see this is kind of like a muddy blue color, but it will turn out a really light bluish gray. So also very pretty. And same thing here, just add the seeds on top, let it like wiggle it a little bit to get an even distribution of the paper, and then just sift it through. And now we are going to do this to all of our mixtures until we have a lot of paper. And I will talk to you again if we have that done. Enjoy the time lapse. Maybe a quick note how to get them off the your trays or your cutting board. Really wait until the paper is super dry, because they will rip and they will get like destroyed, so all your effort was worthless. But yeah, here you can see them. If they're done, they are very crisp and super nice looking. And yeah, I love to decorate them with little pieces like stamps, or also with watercolor. And that's it, guys, we're done. We finished making our pretty seed papers. What you should do next up is, if you want to gift them to somebody, just add the information on top, how to plant them, where to plant them, and for example, like what kind of is going to, like which flowers are going to flower from them, or which plants, so they can be properly put into soil. And yeah, that's basically it. I will show you next time how to make, how to draw watercolor on top of these, and how to make them how to put them to use. For example, for gift cards or for birthday card, which will be the ones I will be making. And yeah, you can make a whole bunch of these and just have them stacked into your folder, or like pressed together, because it's perfect for them, so they keep their shape. Because you can see like they're a little bit wobbly, like this. But yeah, that's not the biggest problem. Just like press them together, maybe in a book or something, or between books, and then you'll be good to go. And yeah, if you're new to the channel here, please subscribe. I would be super happy to get this channel growing and to put up some more content for you guys, to have some little nice ideas, mostly about like sustainable living and sustainable crafting, because I really love to craft. Especially in these pandemic times, I think we all can use some more like handy work, not so much digital. So yeah, Let me know if you tried them out. I would love to see some pictures. You can send me them on Instagram if you made some. I would be super interested what they turned out when you made them. And also stay tuned for the watercolor tutorial, which will be up maybe next week, I think. And yeah, that was it for today, guys. I hope you have a good day and see you next time. Bye!